The elevated barbell sumo deadlift. This is a great variation for any of those people who had a history of low back pain, tightness in their hamstrings, or any other kind of mobility restrictions. Usually when you elevate the deadlift, it makes it a little bit easier, and then when you go into a sumo stance, one, you have a little bit more external rotation, and you can kind of get a little bit deeper into the position. So how we're gonna elevate it is either, one 45-pound plate, 2, 3, maybe 2 12-inch boxes or whatever you may have. And then we're gonna set up with our sumo stance. And again, this is going to be varied for every single person. So if you're taller, you might go wider. If you're shorter, you might end up being in a position like where I am. And from here, we're gonna go into that hinge, pushing our hips back as far as possible. We're gonna reach down with both arms, and we're gonna ensure that the barbell is nice and close to our shins. In this position, a lot of people tend to forget that you need to push up the knees a little bit more. I find a lot of times when people get into the sumo lift, they kind of end up in this angle where their ankle's further away from their knee. So you want to think of pushing it out so the knee's over top of where the ankle joint is. And that's going to give you a little bit more leverage when you lift and kind of cut the chance of you going into lumbar extension. So from here, we're going to squeeze the bar, bend it in half. Think of hiding the armpits. We're going to have our head neutral, deep breath in, hold, and then exhale hard as you come to the top. As you come down, I want you to make sure you're staying nice and close and you're not letting the barbell hang in front, because now the fulcrum becomes my low back. If I have it tight, I can, one, engage my lats a little bit better and keep the tension through my hamstrings and glutes. So as we go through this, remember all the steps. And that, putting it all together, is the barbell elevated sumo deadlift.